We asked ChatGPT to select who they think is going to be the next 10 TNA World Heavyweight Champions. The order is from 10 to 1, 10 being the last person out of the top they think would be in the running, and number 1 being the person that they think will be next in line. Let's get it started. At number 10, we have first class is KC Navarro. Now we know he's been heavily involved in the current TNA Heavyweight Championship picture, costing Elijah most recently, along with his partner AJ Francis. But ChatGPT seems to think that in the very near future on TNA Wrestling, KC Navarro could be holding the World Heavyweight Championship. I wonder if you agree or disagree with that. Drop it down in the comments below. At number 9, we move on to Matt Cardona, someone who has been involved in TNA. He's been pretty much everywhere over the last few years, and ChatGPT thinks that Matt Cardona, possibly if signed to TNA, could win the TNA Heavyweight Championship, certainly in the future. Obviously, Matt Cardona, a super free agent as it stands right now. Could he be a future TNA Heavyweight Champion? Again, let us know. Drop it in the comments below. ChatGPT throwing up a few interesting names already on this list. Let's move on to number 8, where it is the youngest in charge, Leon Slater. Now, we all know Leon Slater's been riding a crest of a wave ever since he's been at TNA Wrestling. He has become within an eyelash of becoming the X Division champion, and also pinned the X Division champion recently in Moose. Is Leon Slater going to go and grab the big one soon in TNA? ChatGPT certainly thinks so. Or will the X Division Championship be first on the youngest in charge list? Well, you'll have to find out, like we all will, by downloading the TNA Plus app. Get it downloaded, get it subscribed. And in fact, if you are in the UK and Ireland, if you put Leon YIC in the code, you will receive 1 month free on TNA Plus, where you could indeed see Leon win either the X Division Championship or, like ChatGPT thinks, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Next on the list is Elijah, someone who has already come on to TNA and had a championship opportunity, which First Class certainly ruined that chance for Elijah to bring the title back to TNA Wrestling. Someone who has been in TNA a while. He also has ties with WWE, of course, but ChatGPT thinks that in the very near future, Elijah will be walking with Elijah with the guitar, but also with that TNA Heavyweight Championship. Let us know in the comments if you agree with ChatGPT and whether you will walk with Elijah. Getting nearly halfway on the list now, and someone who ChatGPT thinks in the very near future will be claiming TNA Gold is Eric Young, a veteran of TNA Wrestling, the leader of the Northern Armory. Is it time for Eric Young for one last run at the World Heavyweight Championship? The world-class maniac at the moment is currently out of the TNA Heavyweight Championship picture, but ChatGPT thinks that run could soon come to an end, and EY will be holding the gold in TNA Wrestling. It's another interesting one for you all to see, and we'll wonder if that will happen in the future. We move, getting ready right up the list now. Next one on the list for TNA. Who do they think is going to be champion? AJ Francis, the other member of First Class, someone who has had, as we've already mentioned, a hand in that title picture. AJ Francis has certainly been someone who has evolved as a character, evolved as a person since joining TNA. He has also been the digital media champion, and so has tasted gold in TNA. And GPT thinks he is a prime candidate for holding the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And in this case, being so far up the list, they think his time is soon to be AJ Francis, TNA Heavyweight Champion. Let us know if you think you agree or disagree with that one in the comments. Certainly going to be a controversial pick from ChatGPT. AJ Francis, TNA Heavyweight Champion. We're getting near that final few now. The ones that ChatGPT think are very, very likely to be next in line for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. And that first person is Kaz, someone who has been on the periphery of the TNA Heavyweight Championship. He had the Call Your Shot opportunity. He lost the Call Your Shot opportunity as well. But will his loyalty pay off to TNA and him finally be getting that opportunity to go for the gold again, maybe in a one-on-one opportunity? But he's obviously a veteran with deep roots, and like I said, could it be a likely reward for his presence and loyalty in TNA to have that opportunity one more time to go for TNA Heavyweight Championship gold? Frankie Kazarian right near the top of the list here on ChatGPT. The final few, the final three, the top three from ChatGPT. Next in line for the TNA Heavyweight Championship, someone who they think will hold it very soon, I might add, is this man, the most wanted man, Nick Nemeth. You can see his interview with us in the playlist below on the screen. But ChatGPT think he is still one of the top guys in the promotion, a frequent title challenger and a credible threat to Trick Williams himself. Will Nick Nemeth decide, because he's obviously tag team champion at the minute, will he decide to park the tag team championship in favor of a one more title run in TNA Wrestling? The only way to find out is to download and subscribe to that TNA Plus app. And like I said before, if you're a fan in the UK and Ireland and you haven't had TNA Plus before and you want a free month, enter Leon YIC in the code for 1 month free of TNA Wrestling. Here we go again now. Number 2 on this list, possibly the one person they think is going to be the TNA champion, or could be next TNA Heavyweight Champion. And that man is the man that we all believe in, or we all did believe in, Joe Hendry. Trick Williams obviously beating Joe Hendry recently for the TNA Championship. Joe Hendry has yet to have that rematch for the championship as well. One wonders if that is coming soon to TNA, but nevertheless, Joe Hendry in charge, second on the list for ChatGPT. Will Joe Hendry be the man for the TNA Championship? But the man that they think is next in line, the man that ChatGPT thinks will win the TNA Heavyweight Championship next, is this man, Mike Santana, the blue chipper in TNA. He has had an opportunity which First Class ruined recently for Z Championship, but ChatGPT thinks the man that will dethrone Trick Williams in the very near future, or certainly the man who's next in line in the near future, will be the man himself, Mike Santana. Do you agree? Do you disagree with these names? Drop them in the comments below, and don't forget one more time to download the TNA Plus app. Get it downloaded, get it subscribed, get the championship package. And if you live in the UK and Ireland and you want a month's free, type Leon YIC in the comments below. But that wraps up ChatGPT's 10 next TNA World Heavyweight Champions. Will the predictions come true? We will find out in the next coming weeks and months on TNA television. Don't forget to keep it locked to Hitting the Turnbuckle at HTT Buckle on X, HTT Buckle on YouTube, Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast on all social media platforms. ChatGPT just crossed the line. You have just crossed the line. Watch TNA cross the line weekly on the TNA Plus app. And until next time, everybody, buckle down, stay safe.